Final trip to the house of used. 90% off. Everything must go. I mean, they're basically giving it away at this point. 90%. I love it. So I'm gonna get something. I know that. There's gotta be something left for me. Look at these great deals. Look at that, man. I can't wait. All right. All right. I'm inside and was a little worried about this. Their 90% sale started yesterday, you see, and I had to work, so I couldn't go, and I just, for whatever reason, didn't go after work like I should have, is what I'm finding. Everybody just came, I guess, yesterday and just picked up the whole store and took it home. Um, there's still movies. I mean, I got a little basket here. I'm gonna salvage the day by staying in the horror section. There's action and drama as well. Comedy's still pretty filled, but the Blu-rays, TV shows are pretty much decimated. VHS is still strong, but there's nothing good, unfortunately, or at least nothing I want. Um, Most of this stuff, I mean, there's no good comedy, no good horror, no good action. There's just weird, obscure stuff that I guess nobody else wanted either. Even at like 10 cents, 20 cents. The DVDs, though, great prices. So I'm going to take chances on some blind buys today. Movies that I've never seen. Trying to get some stuff maybe to trade in for later for other items. But just, yeah, new stuff I want for the collection. So, all right, I'm done. I got some stuff. So can't wait to show you guys this. It's going to be its own separate video, I guess, when I get back to the pad. Here I go. Yeah, and here I go again. I couldn't resist. They were closing the next day, and I'm like, let's see if there's anything left with all the deals I got last time. And sure enough, the horror section still had movies. It was so busy last time, too. It was kind of hard to look at everything. So just give me a second chance. And I'm finding stuff. I'm actually finding some things that I couldn't believe I left the last time and that were still here from all of the people that were still here after me. This store's been super packed for the last few days with people just buying hundreds of movies. So I couldn't resist, though. Went back for, I think it was a Sunday trip. I don't know, the next day, basically. And picked up another basket filled with horror. So let's see what I get this time, and we'll show you when I get home. Stay tuned. All right. Just want to say one last time, goodbye to the House of Used. It was short-lived for me, but in that amount of time, I still had a good time. Lots of good stuff. Lots of movies. She-Devil, Demolition High. A couple of good ones pulled out of here. But it's got to end. It's got to end. So let's see what I got. All right, done again. Another 2 big bags worth. Nighttime hunts. Like I said, it's working out. I'm liking it. I'm gonna go get some dinner and head home. Here we go. Hey, what's going on, everyone? All right, we're here. We're back. I'm back. Time to show you the movies. What I did, what happened. The movie store is closing down. It's going out of business. They're moving to Florida or something like that. Retiring? I don't know. All I know is they're not relocating, and I guess they're not selling it to someone else to take over. It used to be the local area's Blockbuster. This I guess person bought it when Blockbuster was going out of business, turned it into a store called the House of Used. Movie rentals. They had video games, toys, music. I mean, they had a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it was a great store. Not They didn't just rent; they also you could buy. So either way, when I first moved out here, it was stumbled upon it, and I was like, "What?" They asked me, "Are you renting or buying?" And I'm like, "Renting." And they explained the process, and it's like, "Yeah, you can rent it. for pretty cheap. I can't remember, it was like $1 or something for a couple of days. And then if you like it, you can buy it, and then the money that you paid for the rent goes back towards the purchase. Or you could just buy the movie outright if you knew you liked it. So I I don't think I ever rented a movie, but I bought a whole bunch. This time I went a little crazy because I went with 90% off. Couldn't resist throwing just blind buying stuff, putting it in the cart. Went with a lot of horror. To be honest, the place was picked over. Resellers already had been there the day before because I came the second day of the 90%, and half the store was gone. Couldn't believe it. I thought for sure it was going to be filled still, but nope, they bought it all. So with that said, I kind of went. I would say selective, but I stayed in a select area. I went to the horror section, which was still pretty filled. Brought home a bunch of DVDs, horror DVDs though. I've never seen like 90% of these movies. A couple of them that I'm gonna use for trade, get some of the money back or get something else. Great value. I mean, like 70 cents for $20 DVD. I'll do that all day. And for the most part, because I've had bad luck, the ones I have looked at are in good condition. Or at least decent. A couple of them look like they've never even been watched, but I'm gonna hope for the best on most of them. If I'm gonna get like 80%, 85% back on good playable, not messed up hockey pucks, then I'll be happy. So here we go, because like I said, there's going to be a lot of movies. I had them all nicely organized, but I had technical difficulties when I tried to do this before, and I just left them the way they were. So second time, here we go. I don't even know where to begin. I think we're just going to go right to left. We'll see what we end with. Camouflage. Know nothing about it. So I'm not going to talk too much about these because, again, know nothing about them. Flight of the Living Dead. Outbreak on a plane. Hopefully it's like zombies on a plane, like snakes on a plane, all that. Hopefully zombies on a plane. Unrated. Could be good. Hardwired. Val Kilmer, Cuba Gooding. I don't think I've ever seen this one, but it's kind of looking familiar. But we'll see when I give it a rewatch. If you're watching Doc, right off the bat, I found me a clean copy of The Kid. If you guys also been watching, I found one of these way back at the swap meet where I used to live maybe a year ago, and the hockey puck disc was so scratched, left it. This one, good condition. This one says it's Rocky meets the Karate Kid, so it better live up to that. I mean, if it's the baby of those two movies, I'll be very happy. Funhouse. Hopefully it's fun. Ooh, this one is one of my favorites that I picked up. Gator King. I thought it was like a documentary at first, and then I looked at it. I'm like, well, if it's a doc, why has it got explosions with gators? But yeah, Gator King. I'm hoping it's good. So, and it's a snapper. Gators, good stuff. Soul Survivors, The Killer Cut. I don't know if I've seen this. I thought I have. Maybe I do have it. Some of these I might have, but it was like a crazy just throwing them in because the most expensive movie here today is probably like $1.40. So most of them, like 70% of them, are like 70 cents or less. I was very happy to just grab stuff like this. Uncaged, a lion. It looks like he eats people. I'm gonna give it a shot. So Uncaged. Some of the stuff could be very bad, but it's worth taking the chance. Knock Knock unrated. So grab that. I've seen that a million times out there. Just never picked it up. I'm gonna definitely trade this. I already have the Blu-ray, but It's Alive 2 and 3. It Lives Again, and The Island of Alive, I think, right? Yeah. So boom, grab that. Some of the stuff I just couldn't leave behind. I didn't know if it was going to be gone to the dump or what. Innocence looks like some cool chick slasher or revenge flick slasher. Bojangles, with some Bojangles. Eaters, why not? I'm gonna eat some zombies today because there's a whole bunch of zombies in this one. We got a little Charles Sheen in Under Pressure. It looks like a unlawful entry kind of rip-off type thing. The firefighter, I think it is. Yeah, firefighter, and looks like he's trying to get this girl, and I don't know, guessing. Color of Money. Love this movie. Haven't seen it in a long time. Tom Cruise, Paul Newman, they do great together. It's like a pool hall movie. If you've never seen, if you like pool, you'll definitely like Color of Money. Left in the Darkness. Left in the Darkness. It's an Anchor Bay release. I was also grabbing any Anchor Bays that I didn't have, hoping for okayness, decentness. I don't know. The Utopian Society with the movie and the bonus CD. So I can't tell if this is a comedy, but it says it's The Breakfast Club meets Animal House, so that's probably a comedy. Soundtrack looked pretty good too, and the discs were clean, so I was like, why not? This is a Scream Factory DVD, and I don't think I have a lot of these, so I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. Dark Spell. Nothing about it. Dark Spell. So, in the collection. Oh, here's some of the Blu-rays. Here's actually the Blu-rays that they did have, because the whole Blu-ray section was gone. Billy Bathgate and Blaze. So, didn't have that double pack. Nothing crazy, unfortunately. Caged Animal, Outrage, and then Lords of the Street. DMX and Chris Christopherson movie looks alright, I guess. Through the Roman numerals. 13. JCVD, so Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then Brotherhood. Brotherhood looks probably the best of this triple pack, but it's like 50 cents. Why not? 5 Minutes of Heaven. Liam Neeson. Who knows? Some of the Liam Neeson movies are a little slow. Hopefully that's not, but we'll give it a shot. 33. The caveman, or the guys locked in the cave, or the mine shaft. 33. So, got that. Raid, Russian Raid? I don't know. I'm hoping it's like the other raids, because it looks like it's action-packed and kicking butts and all that, so we'll hope for the best. Come on, Dolly. Seriously, Red? Why not? Why not? It's super cheap. I like Dolly. Icons of Action. Blitz, Direct Contact, ICU, and In Hell. Mainly got it for ICU and In Hell. Probably not so much for Blitz because I already own it. And Direct Contact, probably never watch it. But I don't know. I guess never say never. Visible Scars, Allure, Team Fight Club. All God's Creatures. And then The Hangman. So I don't think I've seen any of those either. So giving that a shot. Got this, already own it, but couldn't leave it. Joyride 3, Roadkill. Yeah, I'm definitely trading that in, doing some. So, Max Winslow? Yeah, Max Winslow, The House of Secrets. Who knows? Who knows? Paws of Fury? I mean, I like animated movies. I don't know if this is going to be good, but it was probably one of the only ones left. They're gone. Everybody picked over the animated. Then we've got We Die Young. I know I've seen a trailer or like something for this on one of the other movies I've seen recently. It looks okay. I think I'll watch it. You know, it could be worse. Next stack. Aunt Rose. Aunt Rose. That's what we got here. Anchor Bay. That's what I don't know. I think that's why I grabbed it. This is a 5-pack cheer, rally, kill. Identity theft of a cheerleader. The secret lies of a cheerleader. The cheerleader escort. Undercover cheerleader. And then the wrong cheerleader. Lots of cheerleaders. I don't know if I can't tell what kind of movie this is. Because it mixes a lot of words. Obsession, deception, murder, and mayhem. Let the cheerleader games begin. Follow these twisted tales of campus queens, awkward teens, and ambitious daughters, and overbearing mothers in the 5 cheer-driven thrillers. Yep, thrillers. It's going to be a thriller of cheer. I'm hoping for good. Combat Academy, already own it, but I didn't want to leave this boot and do something with this bad boy. Pretty much the only way you can get that movie, unless I guess you go overseas or region, was that 3 or something, C? I don't know.
I don't even find a region B of it. But Toy Box, Toy Box, I don't know. Misha Barton, right? And Denise Richards. That could be good. That could be good. Let's get this right. Clown Town. Clown Town. Killer Clowns. Hoping for good. You know what? I got these big piles. I'm just going to grab for wherever. 10. Tarzan. Ape. The Ape Man. Bo Derek. I didn't have 10. And I was like, what a bonus flick. Double feature thing kind of a jig. Junior. Deadly Species. Okay, so this is they basically was a 4 pack originally, and they lost the other movies or someone kept them. Who knows? And they took the plaque card, the cover art cards, the insert stuff. Can't even think right now. And taped them down to the top of it so you couldn't see the other movies. And did yeah, it's a rental store, so Rage made makeshift what you want, do what you want. So Junior I have on VHS, but I don't think I had a DVD, so that's kind of why I grabbed it. Caw, 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 caw. I went with the Killer Birds or whatever, hoping it's good dish. One Night at McCool's. Yeah, I haven't seen this one in forever. Didn't own it. Grabbed it. Uh, Bug. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while. Was it Kino that put it out? Somebody just put this out. It was a 4K, the Blu-ray. Too expensive. 30 cents or 40 cents. I think this was 40 cents. I'll just watch it this way for the moment until I can find me a cheap used copy of Bug. Somebody will turn it in. That's what I live for. They buy the $30 copy, and then they turn it in and I get it for $11. Or back then, it would some of them back at my old house maybe $3, $4, but $5. I don't want to talk about it. It's bringing bad memories. Anyways, but I'm still getting deals. Still getting deals. Machete Joe, unrated. That's why I love that I got to go to this sale because I've kind of felt like back home where I used to come, like where I used to hunt from originally. Just grabbing movies at super good prices. Feed the masses. Feeding the masses. Feeding the masses. Um, I think I own this, but I couldn't recall, so I was like, why not? Grab it. HBO films. Rebound. Have not watched this in a long time, probably since I lived at my mom's house. Rebound. Basketball flick. Should be good. Don Cheadle. He's in it. Cutting Class. Another one I own, but I'm going to trade this, get something, do something. I think. Or I might keep this copy and then do something with my other one. I guess the one one's better. But yeah, little Brad's blue eyes or whatever, he just was staring at me. He's like, take me home. Grabbed another Cutting Class. Freshman Fall. DJ Tanner, I think it is, and Zach Morris collide. Basically, Zach, he's trying to get DJ. So one of those is thrillers, 90s thrillers, Freshman Fall. But it does look interesting. Devil's Den. This better be good. The final battle for the soul of mankind will be fought in a bar full of possessed strippers. Devon Sawa, Ken Foree, come on, baby. Come on, Devil's Den. Do something for me. Very happy to find this. Murder Machines Volume 3, is it? Or 3 DVD set. That's what it was, Volume 3. Murder Cycle, Crash and Burn, and then Robot Wars, which I keep picking up and turning over. But this was a great little pickup, so I was happy to find that one. Narcopolis, never seen it. Who knows? It's a Scream Factory. Everything. I just took a chance. Shout, Scream. I just grabbed it. Post-mortem. Same with this one. Post-mortem. So hoping it's okay. This I think I watched way back, but I can't recall. I'm hoping once I pop it in, I'm like, yep, okay. But Where the Day Takes You. So this is another killer find. It's like a $20 DVD, 15 to 25. Usually listed for, probably could get it for 10 to 12, but 70 cents. Yeah, I was so happy to find this one. So, boom. I never see this anymore in the wild, like when I'm, out there. Like when I was out looking with like the cheap DVD stuff, like thrift store, never find that. Double O Kid, never run this one either. Already have it, but I couldn't leave the hamster. Corey, Double O Kid, not my favorite of his movies, but still couldn't leave it. Point Doom, have the blue, and was it Richard Grieco? Yeah, Grieco. This was cheesy bad movie. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. But Point Doom, grabbed it. Again, some of these I just couldn't leave. Grabbed this for one particular actress, Ginger Lynn Allen. Definitely love her filmography. Bound and Gagged, a love story. So makes sense. Perfect name for a movie she might be in. World Ends at Camp Z. Zombie, I think, and looks good. Hoping. Some of these things I know have like upgraded versions, but never seeing them, I'm like, this is a perfect way to take a chance on a movie, see if you like it. And then if I like it, then I'll pursue a better version. But for now, these are great. Decoys, the part 2, is still sealed, like never been open kind of thing. So I didn't want to leave it. That's probably... I know I own it, but that's definitely a cleaner copy. I don't know what I'm do either. Sister. Have a Blu-ray from Vinegar. Have the VHS. Didn't have a DVD, so trifecta up. Sister. Probably gonna trade that. Tomboys. This one looks very good. Looks like a revenge, like some girl group revenge kind of thing. So Tomboys. If you know about Tomboys, let me know. Comment below about the Tomboys. Seance. I've been looking at this for a few times, going to different places, and I didn't want to pay the price. Great. Just like I was saying, great chance to now view it and see if I like it. Seance. This one I would have never paid for full price, but I couldn't resist. House Party. The only copy they had, too. Tonight's the Night. Has Kid and Play in it. Maybe are they in for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, all the time? Who knows? But I'm gonna chance it because I like all the other House Party movies. Kid and Play, don't let me down. I wish this would have been part 1. I got the hookup 2. I'd never seen it, but I was like, I might as well give it a chance. I enjoyed part 1, but I know this is not going to be. It's gonna let me down. I already know it's gonna let me down, but I'm gonna try. The Lost Tribe. Nothing about this one. Lost Tribe. The Macon County Line. Great movie. Haven't watched that in forever. Silent Venom. Snake movie with submarines, I guess. It looks like it. Snakes on a sub. That's what it should have been. Snakes on a sub. Come on. Cottage. Got this one unrated. They're always unrated. I like how it's a big selling rate. Unrated. Was this Dangerous Worry Dolls, Demonic Toys 2, and then Doll Graveyard. I have Demonic Toys 2, but I didn't have the other cheesy ones. Why not? We're still going. There's so many. I filled up the cards twice. Return of a Killer? Oh, Letters of a Killer. Patrick Swayze. Don't recall. I know I have a VHS. I don't know if I ever watched it, though. So, we'll see. Cell Count. Going with that. Cannibal. Nothing about it. But we're watching it. The Banished. So, another Anchor Bay. Dark Corners. Hoping for goodness. The Rake. I didn't find the shovel or the hoe, but I found the rake. Should be all right. Spider in the Attic. Spider in the Attic. Oh, God, me and my spiders. I love spider movies. I'm hoping it's decent. I love all kind of creepy crawlies, creature features, all that stuff. Animal, everything. Dark Stories. Scream Factory. Shout, whatever that I know nothing about. Giving that a shot. Oh yes, this is a good one. Rats. Bruno Mattei, Night of Terror, I think it is, right? Night of Terror. Yeah, another Anchor Bay that I didn't want to leave. I might even own this one already. I'm gonna go digging through all that, but I think it's in there. Truth or Die? Truth or Die. Uh, Bloody Disgusting Selects. So when I usually see stuff like that at the top, like a select line or whatever, it turns out okay. So I'm gonna give that one a shot. Single White Female 2. Single White Female 2. I haven't watched in forever. Elvira's Movie Macabre. We got Legacy of Blood and Devil Wedding Night. Yep, don't know if I've seen either one of those. Saving this for Christmas. Once Upon a Time at Christmas. Looks like a Santa slasher. You know, I do this thing, if you guys don't know, because I confuse people. I'm the movie hunter here on the YouTube, right? But I'm also I Want That Movie over on IG. Same person. So I do a 31 days of Christmas horror when it comes to Christmas time. So that one will be watched, posted, done, post, pictured, and all that. So yeah, right now I'm in a stack phase. All my stacks are the movies that I've been watching. So if you're interested in what I've been watching, go check out I Want That Movie on IG, and those are the last 10 movies that I've watched when you see them. Back to the post, or the back to here. Blah, blah, blah. Battle of the Damned with Dolph Lundgren. I think it's him fighting zombies. Dolph versus zombies. Another zombie flick. Better Off Zed, and then this comes with a bonus. Wacko and Sideshow. Wacko is the one with Andrew Dice Clay, so I'm kind of stoked that's on here. I have a version, I think I have the vinegar one already, but don't mind having a bonus with Sideshow, and then Better Off Zed. The Devil's Gate, another shout or scream release or whatever. Grab that. UKM, Ultimate Killing Machine, Michael Madsen. That. We're getting down to it. Dread, one of them like horror fest volume movie things. The Eves, this looks badass. Some girls kicking butt. The Eves, so grab that. Furnace Unrated, we went that route. Grab that. I grabbed everything. I kind of made a brick wall though here with these things. Let's see if this will work. Okay, let's try to go a little quicker. Grab the pile. Okay. The Nurse with The Howling Part 4. I know I have probably both of these. I just didn't want to leave them. Pledges. This looked cool. Looked fun. Looked like girls killing. Couldn't leave. Reformed Schoolgirls. The Anchor Bay release. I will take a quick sec. I mean, this even had the insert, the card inside. I already own it. I already have the Vinegar Syndrome. Click. But didn't want to leave it. Mindhunters, another great movie. Already have, and if you don't own it, pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. It's like a whodunit with good kills and stuff. So, Shadow? Yeah, Shadow Warriors. I know I have this. I couldn't leave Tweed. Couldn't leave Hulk Hogan. Carl Weathers. Trifecta. Look at that. This is good stuff. The movie, not so much. But the cover is great. The Trigger Effect. Haven't watched this in forever. Almost forgot about this. I don't think I've had it. I think I watched another movie that's similar, but The Trigger Effect, yeah, I don't think I've watched this in a long time. Good stuff. Elizabeth Shue, right? Yeah. It's like a apocalyptic type thing. Like power goes out, doesn't come back on. Trigger Effect, what happens, what triggers down, like it's scary, you know. So it's real life scary. I kind of like it. Imaginary. Kind of wanted to watch that. I think it's a Killer Teddy Bear movie or something, right? But I haven't seen it, so I want to give it a shot. But I didn't want to pay $20. Fatal Instinct, comedy, fun, right? Grab that. Cruel and Unusual, Tom Berenger. I don't know if I've ever seen it, but grabbed it. I think I have a VHS. That's what it is. I have a VHS of it. Never watched it before, and I upgraded the movie I've never seen. Probably now will watch it. You Might Be a Killer. I thought I had the Blu-ray of this, but I don't. I think I have another one, like Camp Final Girls, the Final Girls. I think that's what it is, right? So I'm gonna watch this, see if I like it, want to upgrade it. Lycanator. I think it's a cross between Werewolves and Reanimator. I think. I'm hoping. I mean, that would be bad. I mean, look at that. Oh, look, that'd be badass, man. Like headless werewolves, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what we're gonna get. The Rats, another rat movie, Killer Rats. Again, good stuff. Okay, final pile. Here we go. I guess I have 3 technically bonus, but we'll see. Red Hook unrated. Another copy of She's Out of Control. Didn't want to leave this. Couldn't find this forever. 70-cent copy. It almost was like slapping me in the face. Because I had to pay like $10 for my original one because I could never find it. And then now I'm getting that. See, if I would have just waited technically another year, I would have found one for super cheap. Learned my lesson. Dead by Midnight. Dead by Midnight. Had Linnea, Bill Moseley, Kane Hodder. I was like sold at Linnea because I collect all of her movies. And even if she's in it for 5 seconds, I had to have it. So, Fear Inc. Got that. Happy to find a clean copy of Just Before Dawn. Have the Code Red Blu-ray, but this still sells. Good price, and 2-disc set, very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna do definitely something with Just Before Dawn. I might even keep it, to be honest, because I know I don't have the DVD of it. Tomcats I may have, but I haven't come across. So I'm kind of glad this came up because I'm going through a purge right now. Going through all my old DVDs that if I own the Blu-ray and a DVD copy of it already or a 4K Blu-ray, I'm going to purge it. I'm going to trade it in, do something with it because it's going to never get pulled out of this tub, or storage space, and it's just going to sit there collecting dust and never going to be watched again. And it's like somebody else might want to enjoy it. So why hoard it? Collect it away in a dark garage or closet. If it isn't going to fit in the movie room right now, it may not survive. Well, I lie. I'm going to keep some other stuff. I'm going to keep the stuff I don't have on upgrade. But like I said, dupes maybe going bye-bye. Finally, because if I have to, I'm bringing all this new stuff in. It's got to need this. All the stuff needs a spot. So Blood Pageant with Snoop Doggy Dogg. Grab that. Boy Eats Girl. Grab that. Looks good. And then the final one from the movie rental store that's bye-bye, closed for good now. Bloodlines. Bloodline. No, nothing about it. So that's it. That's all the movies I got from the rental store / buy, whatever you want to call it. House of Used. It was fun. Was able to visit multiple times in the last 8 months. These last 2 days that I did go though, because I went the Saturday, Monday. Probably my best 2 days because I was not paying attention. I was not looking at prices really. I was just throwing movies in a basket. It felt so fun and so much fun, like old days, olden times. So if I have a bonus, it's going to be this. I got 2 movies from the Goodwill and 1 movie from Zia because I was already after work. And it was the Tuskegee Airman snapper. I didn't have this snapper, and I still collect them, per se. So if I see ones I don't have, I'll still grab them. And they're the right price. This one, It Takes Two. I was going to grab this online a while back. Didn't, so grab this. One of the Kino Lorber line. So... And then Three Kings. One that I thought I owned. I didn't own. I do enjoy this one. Ice Cube, Wahlberg, Clooney. Desert. I can't remember the whole premise. But I know they're in the desert. They're military. I can't remember what they're doing. But give it a shot. But we will end it on this. Because I thought this was pretty hilarious. Paper. Right? Hear that? So probably my longest receipts ever in my life. Yeah, longest ones I've ever had in my life. Okay, that's one. That's two. So it was fun. It was fun. Watching the machine go cheat, 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 and for it to not ring up high totals. Like one trip was like $30, and then it was like 47. So like $70 for 100 something movies, 100 movies, and and I already know I'm gonna get. I already know I'm gonna do something with it. So this would have cost me probably 300 if I look back. I should probably go back because they have the real prices on there. Maybe next time I'll add in what I really would have paid full price. If I was just like rich, like I'm rich, bitch, and was just throwing it in, not caring, that would have been fun to see what it really would have cost me. But 350 probably, three something at least. Not yeah, I would have never dropped out on these. So yeah. With that said, we're done. So until next time, I'll get back out. I don't think I have anything else stored or stacked up for the moment, and I don't think I have any pre-orders or movies that come in. Actually, you know what? I do have a movie or two that did come in that I already have sitting on the shelf that I almost forgot. But I'll put that up next time. We'll talk about it next time. Maybe, if I remember. But that's it. If you're feeling it, like, comment, subscribe. And as usual, later.